Okay guys, this is another great recipe I've come up with. My name is Tammy DelliQuadri. I have fitness envy and I love to work on recipes that help us on our clean eating path of this journey that we're taking, this fitness journey. You want to make sure that you feed your body nutrition dense food, get your macros, stay away from the garbage. Your body doesn't deserve the garbage, and if you really want to change your body, then you have to eat healthy. And this particular recipe is a healthy, chewy granola oat bar. And when I tell you it's chewy, it's one of those ones that kind of reminds you of fresh baked banana bread, except a little chewier. And it's really easy to make, doesn't take that long, and I'll make a great big dish of it, and I'll have it with my coffee in the morning if I'm not on my detox challenge, or I'll make a dessert out of it, or just have it as a snack. And what I'm gonna need is I'm gonna put into a bowl 1 cup of quick oats or just regular rolled oats. And you can get this in where they have the breakfast stuff or the baking stuff at the store. And this is just regular oats. I throw 1 cup in there. And then I have also a cup of granola. And this particular granola has almond slivers in them, so you've got more protein. Watch the granola you're getting though. Some of it's very high in fat because they throw some extra things in there. And you do have choices. So this particular granola is a dark chocolate and peanut butter. And I have another one here that is a strawberry granola, and then I have also a lemon and blueberry. So there's different flavors, so you can make these bars any flavor that you want. And then I'm also going to add a cup of vanilla protein. And finding ways to get protein into your diet while you're working out and you're on this journey, it's hard to get that protein in your diet throughout the day. So this is one way that we can get that. And I have a vanilla protein here that's low in sugar, and it's non-gluten if you're worried about gluten allergies. And then I also am going to need a 1/4 cup of almond flour, and this is much better for you. It's made out of almonds. You want to stay away from the bleached flours. They bleach absolutely everything out of it. And it's just enough to make that bar a little more consistent and stay together. And then I'm going to need bananas. And I'll get bananas to the point where you can see that they're kind of brown. And that's what gives you the semblance of like it's banana bread. And I'll put in 3 because that's what gives it its chewiness, and they're real puffy. And then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of honey. And I actually got this honey. Now there's a difference. There's store-bought honey and there's honey that you buy from the farmer's market. And this one's called Florida Palmetto, and it's 100% raw local honey. And it's interesting because when I lived up north, I didn't have any allergies. And as soon as I moved to Florida, I've developed these allergies. And during our seasons when they change, we have all of these palm trees around here that throw pollen. And then the next thing you know, I have a sore throat, runny eyes. Well, a way that you can inoculate yourself and help with that allergy is to eat honey that's been made out of a particular allergy that you have. And this one's palmetto. It's a palmetto palm, and the bees take use the flower, the nectar from the flower, to make their honey. And this kind of reminds me of growing up. My grandfather raised bees, so we just took honey from. The treat was when it was time to take our honey from the beehive. Grandpa would give me the honeycomb, me and my cousins, and that's what we would chew on. And it definitely tastes the same, and it's such a good memory. And it reminds me of grandfather, and this is really will add a lot of flavor to your bar. The other thing that I like to add is raw agave, and you're going to do a 1/4 cup of your honey and a 1/4 cup of your agave nectar. And then you're also going to need some fruit. So I like to add dried fruit. This is dried cherries. This is dried cranberries. You can do dried pineapples, dry blueberries, there's all kinds of dry fruit, whatever it is that you like to put it in there to add more flavor. And then I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of almond butter and 1/2 cup of natural peanut butter. And you wanna make sure that when you're looking at your labels that it has real peanut oil in it. Stay away from vegetable oil. Because vegetable oil is not healthy for you. It will definitely clog your arteries. And then when you see that there's oil at the top of the actual peanut butter, go ahead and mix that up a little bit and then put it into your mixture. So 1/2 cup or 1/2 cup, or you can do all peanut butter or all almond butter. Almond butter to me, just using strictly almond butter, I like that the best, but it's whatever you like. And then I'm going to add a little bit of sweet to it. So I have some white chocolate chips. Sometimes I'll add chocolate covered raisins, and sometimes I'll add crushed candied pecans because I'm still getting the natural fat and the protein, and it gives that little sweet pop to your bar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix all that together, and I'm going to take my coconut oil with a paper towel. I'm going to put this in a pan, and I'm going to grease the pan with this coconut oil. Coconut oil is a healthy fat, it's a saturated fat, and it's really good for us. And it's way better than the vegetable oil spray and the canola oil spray that's absolutely poison to us. Just take a second, take that paper towel, and wipe that down on your pan and around the edges. That'll save it from sticking and save our environment. We don't need to be spraying any more aerosols into our atmosphere. So mixing all of that together, and we're going to pour that batter into a pan, and I like to pour it into something where I can put a lid on it and be done with it. Or when it cools, you can cut it into squares and put it in a container and have it for the week. You can also freeze these. Another thing that I like to do, when it's baked, you're going to bake it for 20 minutes at 350. This is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. And it's hearty, and it's absolutely good. I love to warm it up in the microwave. And when I do that, my little sweet treat is I like to put some fresh fruit on it. If it's a sweet treat, I'll put some strawberries or some blueberries, raspberries, anything like that. I put that right on top. And then I'll add some vanilla yogurt, and voila, I've got an excellent sweet treat. It's all healthy for me, and it feels like I cheated, and it's actually working for me, not against me. So for more healthy recipes or recipe ideas, keep watching my channel. I try to get a couple up every week. And for my clientele, go ahead and try this. Tell me what you think. Leave a message or a comment down below. I appreciate you watching, and keep going with that fitness journey. I'm right there with you.